All right, everybody, it's Andreas Hale, senior combat sports writer of the Sporting News, and I'm here with Robert Whittaker, who faced Dricus du Plessis this weekend at UFC 290 in a fight that I guess you get the same questions every damn interview about you being such an overwhelming favorite. But are you excited about this week? It's International Fight Week. Alexander Volkanovski's headlining. It's a very good card. Robbie Lawler's retiring, and you're just a part of it. How exciting is it for you just to be a part of this?
Man, I'm just excited to fight. I'm excited to be here and be able to do my work, be able to earn a living, put some bread on the table for the kids. And this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, because you were supposed to fight in February. There was rumors about the Paulo Costa fight, and that kind of fell through. And I assume that you went to the UFC was like, guys, I need to fight somebody. I don't want to sit around waiting too long. Is that kind of what happened and how this fight came together?
It's exactly what happened, mate.
And what did they say? When they presented du Plessis to you, your immediate response was, yeah, whoever it is, give him to me.
Yeah, definitely. I was asking around, and I said, I was speaking to Hunter and Mick, and I was like, mate, just ask around. Ask Dricus. I understand he just fought or whatever, but ask around, see who puts their hands up, and he put his hand up.
I wanted to ask you, because you and Max Holloway are like the same guy in a way, because you guys have been dominant. And then when somebody calls you a gatekeeper, which is a weird thing to say because usually gatekeepers let somebody through. But the only person you've ever lost to is Adesanya. The only person Holloway's lost to in like the last decade at the weight class is the champion, Volkanovski. For you, though, to get back to that pinnacle, to get back to that championship level as a champ, what do you have to do different? Is there anything you do different? Is just beat up everybody they put in front of you and then just get that title shot all over again?
That's it, mate. Keep it simple. Just beat up everyone they put in front of me. If you win, mate, the path pays itself.
Is there anybody left, though? I know you don't look at rankings or anything like that, but you look at this division, you kind of have fought everybody. There's a few guys like Roman Dolidze towards the bottom of the top 15, but who else is there? If you win this fight, do you ask for that title opportunity, or do you just wait and see who they put in front of you?
Mate, I just worry about Dricus right now. Focus on the task at hand.
The Dricus fight in particular, the reason why people have talked about him being such a big underdog, he's a gutsy guy, and you've talked about that a lot. It makes him a dangerous opponent. But in preparation for somebody like that, how do you prepare for somebody like Dricus who doesn't really have necessarily a style to prepare for, but you know that he's going to probably be there for all 15 minutes?
Mate, it's all about, much like every other camp, it's about making my skill sets better because I want to dictate the fight. I want to dictate the pace. So I need my skill sets to be as crisp and as good as they can be.
And how much better have you gotten over the past few years? Because, I mean, you have rounded into it a phenomenal fighter, but do you still see improvements when you go back and look at your fights, things that you can change?
Definitely. And you and everybody else can see it as well. Every fight I put on a better performance. It's my new best performance. And, I don't see why this should be any different.
Now, this fight, a lot of people are looking forward because they think it's going to be an exciting fight. Are you in it to have exciting fights, or do you have short nights you can get home to the family and get paid?
Mate, I'd love to have a short night, but it doesn't always work out that way, mate. But the fact that my fights are exciting and people do enjoy watching them is an added bonus.
Now, with Israel Adesanya, obviously with Alex Pereira, they went 1-1, and I saw your interview with Michael Bisping. You said you would love to see them fight a couple more times. But do you understand Pereira moving up? Because he was a gigantic middleweight, and it felt like somebody that you would have crossed paths with at some point, but now he's no longer in the weight class. You kind of miss that he's here because that looked like a fight that everybody would have loved to see, you and Alex Pereira.
No, I don't miss it. Dude is a giant. He can go terrorize the light heavyweights now.
There was video of Israel Adesanya and John Jones coming out. These guys have talked trash to each other for a while now. It was interesting to see them being very friendly. But you never seem like a guy who has much beef with anybody that you have fought with. You've always respected your opponents. When you see Adesanya and John Jones being respectable to each other, did it surprise you at all, considering how much trash they talk to each other?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the game. Everyone just pretends. Like their beef might just be pretend. It probably is just pretend to get a lot of views and attention. Who knows?
Now, I know in 9 weeks there's rumored a fight back in your backyard in Australia. Are you going to ask for that if you come away unscathed, or is it one of those things where 9 weeks kind of a fast turnaround? But I know you like getting paid though, so I'm assuming that 9 weeks might not be too bad if you come out of this one unscathed.
It's Sunday Rob's problem. Don't worry about it then.
Now, one of my last questions, just what can fans look forward to in this fight? Now, we've talked about you evolving and everything else, but what can fans look forward to in this fight that might be different from every other fight on this card?
I want to get in there and put the best performance of my career on. That's what I aim to do. That's what I've been preparing to do. So if you like the way I do business, you'll want to watch this one.
And my last question, you told Michael Bisping that you plan to retire by 36. Now, MMA is such an interesting game because it's not necessarily for the 20-year-olds. It seems like a lot of fighters don't hit their prime until they get past 30. Is 36 a hard out for you, or is that, let me see how my body feels when I'm 36 and then I'll make that decision?
Yeah, we're sitting down. We're sitting down talking at 36. We'll cross that bridge when we get there as well.
Is that a conversation with your team, or is that a conversation with your wife? Who makes that decision ultimately?
Mate, both.
They're both the bosses there, huh?
That's it, mate.
All right, man. So I know you don't want to necessarily make a prediction, but I know you said what to expect. But can we say that we're going to get a knockout in this fight, or do we just have to wait and see?
Mate, I try to get a knockout every fight. It's tricky. I got 15 minutes to try and get that. I'm going to try and beat him up for 15 minutes, mate.
What about a Robert Whittaker by submission? Do you think we're going to get one of those in the near future? Can we see Robert Whittaker?
I will take a W wherever it lands. Any which way, I will take a W.
All right, cool. I'm picking Robert Whittaker by Twister against DDP this weekend. Let's see it happen.
See, that's a long one.
We'll take it out if we get it. Well, Robert, I appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend, and hopefully we get to see you back in the octagon. However this fight plays out before the end of the year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mate. Have a good one.
You too.